Yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap us up. And I think, you ended and transitioned me into a great place. And that was to kind of brag on a little bit of these umpires here, too. So, I did this a little bit last week. Obviously, there is no three up, three down without the usage of video. And I've tried to incorporate all the crews, obviously, and all the umpires there, too, but kind of tried to make them specific to the umpires that we have on. Brian Horn, I'm sorry, I don't think one of you on here in this clip. I know I've got a couple of them in there in the future here too. But nonetheless, here, one of the things that we oftentimes talk about in successful umpiring is that fundamental of proper use of eyes. And last week we talked a little bit about, taking advantage of routine plays and saw a lot of those awesome things happen. And another focal point this year we talked about on three up, three down was the proper use of eyes and how timing comes from that proper use of eyes. So just a couple things to brag on here with these guys here. First one's Jason Kelly at first base. Here we have a ground ball to the third baseman over to first. Talk about confirming firm and secure possession of this tag play essentially here to make sure that the fielder has it firm and securely before we even start to signal our call. And that's exactly where we get our timing at from here. So if I go ahead and let it play out a little bit here, Jason has this play, very easy routine play. You see where his eyes end up going. Here they're on the play, but immediately then he picks his eyes up and take a look at where they're at now. They have confirmed firm and secure possession before he's even gone into his call. And that fundamental alone allows us then to do some other things really, really well. And that's what we mean by proper use of eyes. That is where we get our timing. Proper timing is proper use of eyes. That way, when stuff gets tricky, like it does here on Brian Henry, we're used to looking for firm and secure possession. And here he is using his eyes right here. You take a look at where this ball is. Brian's trying to find the ball just as Jason did in the previous clip. So before we even come up to make a signal, we are confirming firm and secure possession. In Jason's clip, the first baseman had firm and secure possession, then he could make a signal. Here in Brian's clip, the ball's on the ground. Brian sees that. Once he sees it, now he can go ahead and make that informed decision. Great timing on this play, all then because of proper use of eyes. Our timing comes from proper use of eyes. Great mechanic there by Brian Henry. Things also get a little tricky at other bases here too. Here's one at second base on the turn of a double play. Pat Griffin out of the Central region is our umpire here. You can see this one in slow motion very clearly. This fielder is going to receive this ball off the base. And using our eyes as the timing mechanism, that is the fundamental to timing, allows us then to go ahead and make sure that not only we get something right as we did and saw Brian Henry get right, but here we get this fielder off the base. Pat is not too quick to go ahead and make that call, processes everything because he's trained his eyes on those routine plays, and he's able to get this one right real nice and easy. Last one here for us, Colin. This one's yours. Jason is the first base umpire here. Again, it almost looks like the same clip. It's a great fundamental he has in terms of checking. You see his eyes there went to firm and secure before he made a call. Now we get a play back at third base. Colin, this one's you here to showcase you on this side of the diamond here. We get a tag play here now. And as we see Colin take this one, he works his wedge as we've talked about. You can see he's got this tag, but everybody take a look at what he does with his eyes. If you take a look, he starts to lean. You see that lean? He's looking for firm and secure possession before he goes into his out call. And our timing then comes from that habit, which is proper use of eyes. And whether it be a force play as we've seen or a tag play here, our timing then is a result. It's a product. It only comes from proper use of eyes. And again, in this slow-mo, you can see right there's the look here. We see Colin taking a look and a peek for that ball. And some really good fundamentals here highlighted by them, among many other individuals here too. And at the end of every session here, I kind of try and put into perspective just how effective a lot of these umpires did. And again, a large product of the successes in your pregame conferences, your postgame conferences, and all the preparation that you would have done